Now, tonight, my angle is about the proliferation of bad manners in the city county of Nairobi these past few weeks. I'm greatly concerned, not just because I work in Nairobi, even if that is reason enough for me to shout my lungs out, but I'm crying for Nairobi for a different reason. You see, when I was growing up in the village, I held a certain image of this city in my mind. It was a great Shangri-La up yonder of which we only heard on the radio. The place every child in the village hoped to get to someday. It was the place of opportunity and prosperity. People who worked in Nairobi were treated with veritable reverence, whatever their job was. In fact, we were made to believe that a home that did not have a son or a daughter in the big city had not quite made it in life. Of course, most of that was in fact totally untrue, the stuff of village legend. But what remains true to date is the fact that Nairobi is not just another city in Kenya. This is the capital city of the largest economy in East Africa. This is the country's seat of power, the window through which the world peers into the nation of Kenya. That is why I'm baffled by the goings-on at City Hall right now. You see, on the 25th of February this year, while we all minded our respective businesses, almost out of the blue, we learnt of an important signing ceremony at State House, Nairobi. Putting pen to paper was Nairobi Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko, and of course the devolution CS Eugene Wamalwa. Right behind Sonko was a hawk-eyed President Kenyatta who seemingly wanted to be sure that Sonko had indeed signed on the dotted line. When it was all over, Sonko in one fell swoop had parted with 5 key functions of the county government, and with that, the immense power and money that comes with these services. But now there is a problem. Somehow, the governor feels he is no longer governor enough. He says the treasury and people he calls greedy are undermining the State House deal. In fact, now he claims to have initiated the process of withdrawing from the agreement, whatever that means. The newly instituted Nairobi Metropolitan Services, on the other hand, has been going through the motions, counting workers, registering them anew, and generally trying to appear in charge. Nairobians, on the other hand, continue to be spectators in what is supposed to be their game to play. Now, I cry for Nairobi because none of us asked Sonko to go to State House on that day. None of us asked him to sign anything, let alone a deed of transfer. All we heard from him was that this was just what the doctor ordered for the city, and that it was the product of an elaborate benchmarking journey that had taken him and his officers to several world cities. In the recent past, he has even said that he did not in fact know what he was signing, and that it was out of the love he has for Nairobians that he just signed it. Now, for the avoidance of doubt, ladies and gentlemen, what Sonko did at State House on that day in plain English was to wave the white flag and sign a surrender document. In so putting his signature on that piece of paper, he admitted that he had failed to run the city and was now handing it over to the Kenyatta-led national government. In putting pen to parchment, he had given up power and money, period. Why is he acting surprised now that he is no longer the governor that he used to be, that he no longer has the power and the money he once did as a real governor? Why does he still want to call the shots after willingly quitting the stage? How can he be attempting to jump off an express train after booking a ticket to the last destination? I'm sorry, but I think the governor would do well to focus on whatever is left of his job, demeaning as it might look. That is what his signature meant. The national government, on the other hand, must spare us the drama and get to work if they truly love Nairobians. That's the word for the evening, isn't it? As for the Nairobians, one phrase comes to my mind. Tupambane na hali yetu. We are truly on our own. That's my angle tonight.